Welcome back to Modern Tactical Shooting. Time finally for a new drill. This is the near-far drill. Now, I didn't come up with this drill myself. My son, who's actually serving in a Ranger Regiment, came up with this drill during a deployment in between missions. No better time to come up with new drills is when you're getting ready to do marksmanship for real. All right, the setup for this drill is you're going to need some sort of barricade or piece of cover that has to be about shoulder width apart, and then you're going to set up 2 targets 10 yards from that, and then an additional 2 targets another 5 yards from those targets. So those farther targets are a total of 15 yards away, and you need to position the targets so that when you're standing squarely behind that cover or that barricade, you cannot see the closest 2 targets at all. It's okay if you see the outer edges of the farther targets, because you need to set those to the outside of the closer targets so you don't have any shoot-throughs, and that when you look around that piece of cover, you have a full presentation of those farther targets. Now, the engagement sequence for this drill is, the key is you're going to start and stay squarely behind that piece of cover, no more than arm's distance away, because the whole point, or one of the main points of the drill, is forcing you to manipulate your rifle around that piece of cover. If you just stand back so you're muzzle distance away, you can pop out left and right. But the key of the drill is by being crowded up on that piece of cover, no more than arm's distance away, you have to come off the rifle, either compress it up high over your shoulder, retract it, compress it underneath, or as you'll see in the clips, I try and maintain buttstock to shoulder, and I go to the low ready and manipulate my rifle around that piece of cover. That's a key task. The tasks for this drill are, besides multiple shots on multiple targets, is target acquisition and requiring or remounting that rifle for shots. That way you're getting practice getting buttstock to shoulder and acquiring your sights again. So that's a big part of that drill. So the key factor is stand no more than arm's distance away from that piece of cover. And during the engagement sequence, you're going to stay behind that piece of cover. You're not going to duck out all the way to the left and right. The key point of the drill is not how to use cover. That barrier or that piece of cover is there only to force you to manipulate your rifle around it. Now, the par time for this drill is 7 seconds or under, with hits factored in. C zones are a plus half a second, D zones are a full second, and miss is a full 5 seconds. Now, on signal, you can start high ready, low ready, it really doesn't matter, but on signal, you're going to engage either the left or right closest target first, then cross over the cover to the other closer target, then cross over again to the farther target, and cross over one last time to the other or opposite farther target. As you'll see in the clips, I start shooting on the left, so I shoot near left, near right, far left, and then far right. The whole point of the drill, or the way you want to approach this drill, is cross over each time when you're going to engage a new target. That's part of the workout. So, all right, so in these clips here, my son, he's running a stock AR, basically an M4 clone. I got my trusty Zastava M90, a 5.56 AK, and we're going for that 7 seconds or under with hits factor in. Let's check it out.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Time is 6:20, not too shabby. And 1C, but that puts you at a 6.70. 1C in the back, made it.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Ooh. 660.
I'm right there. I'll take it.
Clean.
So again, as you saw in the video, when I was manipulating my rifle around that piece of cover, I was going basically to a low ready, keeping my buttstock in contact with my shoulder. As you can see in this clip here, later on when I was playing around with my ATI Galeo in this same drill, that ATI Galeo's got an 18-inch barrel, so again, I'm arm's distance away, I gotta manipulate around the cover. But as you can see in this clip here, I'm actually braking to a high compressed over the shoulder. I'm basically retracting the rifle up over my shoulder to get it around that barrier or that piece of cover. and I actually found out I was a little bit faster. I was 2 or 3 tenths of a second faster overall each run compared to when I was dropping my muzzle and manipulating around the cover. And that's part of the drill, is figuring out how you can manipulate your rifle the fastest way around this cover and engage those targets. Again, all my drills are not a pass or fail. They're just a workout to build and balance speed and accuracy. So in these last 2 clips, just to change things up, the 15-yard targets we actually replaced with mini IPSCs. They're basically a C-zone size target when you compare it to a full-size target. Just to make it a little bit more difficult, we shrunk the size of the targets, and we have at it trying to go for time. And I encourage you, if you're, any of my drills, you start getting to a point where you're crushing those times, change them up, put no shoots in front of the targets to partially obscure the hit zones, increase the distance, or in the case of this clip here, you'll see we put smaller targets in there. So let's check it out.
Near far drill, variation 1, minis in the back. Shooter ready. Yep. Stand by.
Oh, let's see, I got a bit of good hits.
686.
I've got 2 C's. That's a 786 on the minis. A C and a C. We'll see if my son beats me. All right, I got a 786 with my 2 C's on the minis. Let's see what my son gets. Shooter ready. Stand by. .725. Hopefully you got a C.
I think I got a D.
Oh. 1D gives you a second 825. I still got it.
All right, so there you have it. That is the near far drill. It looks deceptively easy, but to hit that 7 seconds or under with good hits, you really gotta, be on it when it comes to remounting the rifle and reacquiring that new target once you come around that piece of cover, and that's the point of the drill. So as always, enough watching me. Go out, hit the range, try the near far drill, and as always, I'm Jeff Gurwitch. Thanks for watching.